Hi, everyone. It's Ann Skinner with Keller Williams Realty here in Summit County, coming to you again from my living room, which is kind of our new norm. I wanted to come and share a little bit of the market stats to keep you informed about what's been going on in the real estate market, as things are definitely changing at a really rapid pace. With the stay-at-home orders that were issued both at the state and local level, it's definitely brought a change to our local real estate market. As many of you may have heard, the Attorney General has said that all in-person showings have to cease until the stay-at-home orders are lifted. That was definitely a big shock to many, but I know I want to do my part to see this pass and to make sure that everybody who's watching this is staying safe and healthy. So I'm abiding by the Attorney General's interpretation of the stay-at-home orders and keeping my fingers crossed that this will soon pass. In this past week, we've definitely seen dramatic changes as a result of these orders. In Summit County, we had 18 new residential listings. That's quite substantially down from last week. In fact, it's less than half of what we saw the previous week. We had 5 listings fall out from under contract to come back on the market, also down from last week, but this is actually a good sign because it's telling us that not as many buyers are getting cold feet. 8 properties went under contract and 18 properties closed this week. A few other things that I kind of found interesting were that there were 7 price decreases and 21 properties withdrew or expired. Overall, the Attorney General's orders definitely pumped the brakes on the real estate market in all aspects. All of our numbers are down since last week. Sellers right now are a little bit more hesitant to list their properties for sale, and buyers are more cautious about putting properties under contract that they may not have seen in person. This has artificially kept our real estate inventory a little bit more balanced this week. So we had about 560 properties for sale again this week. We're definitely predicting that the inventory is going to rise, but this Attorney General's order has really put, a little bit of a strain on when that's going to actually happen. One of the numbers that we talked about last week during the monthly recap was the months of inventory that's available. The months of inventory is sort of a good statistic to help us talk about how the market is actually doing. It's widely considered to be a buyer's market when there's 6 months or more of inventory available. When there's less than 6 months of inventory, it's considered a seller's market. Monthly inventory is basically a measure of how fast all of the existing inventory is actually going to sell if no new inventory came on the market and the same rate of sales consisted through the upcoming months. So I'm going to break that down with a really easy example. Say that we had 100 properties available for sale and approximately 20 properties were selling each month. When you divide 100 by 20, that gives us 5. So that tells us there's 5 months of inventory available. In Summit County, last month in March, we had 3.5 months of inventory available. So that tells us that we're still definitely in a seller's market. We are keeping an eye on that though, because we know that number is probably going to change either from increased inventory or fewer number of sales actually going through. So thanks for taking the time to kind of listen to the weekly recap. I'll be back next week with a little bit more information for you, and contact me anytime if you need some additional information. You can find me online at COMTN Realty. Thanks.